You see, the Bible is a collection of many books from many prophets over about a 1,500-year period. It comes from different locations, written in different languages. And what Christians believe about God does not come from one man, but it actually comes from all of the prophets. Now, this is something that as Christians we can take for granted. I remember a Muslim came to my church one day and we're having a series on the Psalms. And he said to me, why did you have a sermon on the Psalms? And I said, well, we're working our way through the Psalms at the moment. And he said, no, why did you have a sermon on the Psalms? And I said, well, we just work through books of the Bible and we're doing Psalms at the moment, and that's just what we did. And he said, no. He said, the Psalms have got nothing to do with Christianity. This is how they think. They think David had the Psalms, Jesus has the Gospel's sort of the Bible. They have no idea what's actually in it. You see, what we do as Christians is amazing. You just take it for granted that you have a Bible study on the Psalms. You take it for granted that you read Genesis to your children. That is amazing. Because the other religions of the world don't do that. They have one man who teaches you what to believe about everybody else. Whereas in Christianity, we read all of the prophets. And what we believe about God comes from all the prophets. And the message of all the prophets points us to Jesus. The prophets speak about the fatherhood and the sonship of God. The prophets all the way through speak about how we're corrupted by sin. You follow the history of the nation of Israel. It's how sin has made us unable to save ourselves. We read about the idea of the substitutionary sacrifice long before Christianity. Christians didn't invent the idea of a sacrifice for sin. It comes from all the prophets beforehand. As we go throughout every single Christian teaching, we see that it is rooted and founded in 1,500 years of prophets before Jesus. That is, Christianity is not based on one man, it is based on all of the prophets, and they point us to Jesus. And this is why I contend for you that Christianity is true.